Before the onslaught of the supermodern technology that we know today, we used to take pride writing articles, shopping lists, letters to friends and family members, as well as simple notes, all done by hand. I've heard stories of people who got employed because of their beautiful handwriting, and I'm wondering, what are you and I doing to resuscitate the art of legible handwriting? I remain Stella, and you also know me by the name Okabia. This is the third in our series, Let's Talk. Let me begin by asking you this. Is handwriting dead? Well, I think so. Because today, all I see are children clicking, tapping, poking, and swiping away on their different gadgets. Many of these children can type faster than they can write, and that's a major concern for me. There is need for a whole school handwriting policy or program if we want to revive legible penmanship. Well, one of the aims of every school should be to teach each child to write legibly, fluently, and at reasonable speed. Well, a good handwriting program will be the Nelson Handwriting. It is a product of Oxford University Press. It also offers full coverage of the technical aspects of writing, and it is fun for the children because it's linked to the curriculum. The entire process includes letter formation, basic joints, printing, speed writing, and slant. For you to have success in your setting or in your home, it is vital to train the adults or the teachers in charge of these children. Because when you do so, they'll be able to model the Nelson handwriting to the children and explicitly teach the children letter formation and joins in each of their handwriting lessons. When the teachers write on the board, write in copybooks or notebooks, write short notes, make comments in the children's books, they are supposed to be modeling the Nelson handwriting while doing so, because that is one way to promote and encourage the children to be able to use the Nelson handwriting if you decide to implement that program at your setting. Well, to begin, you have to get the atmosphere ready. Try to create a relaxed environment. You get the children practice wrist shaking exercises. They scribble and practice writing patterns on that will help loosen the muscles of their hand as they get ready for proper writing. You'll also think about the three P's: posture, pencil hold, and paper position, making sure that the height of the chair or the table that the children are going to be using is appropriate. You get to know if they're sitting comfortably, they're not slouching over, both feet on the floor, are they holding their pencil or their pen correctly, is their paper at the right angle, whether left-handers or right-handers in the classroom. So you need to think about all of this. You also think about the writing tools that the children will be making use of. For the vast majority of the children, HP pencil is needed. For the much younger children, say from kindergarten or foundation stage, you expect that they use the thicker style of pencil, which is more appropriate for their hand. That's the chubby pencil, the crayon or marker is appropriate for their hand. And then you can introduce the use of pen at, say, fifth grade or sixth grade. And this will all depend on how well the children are able to write. If they're writing neatly with the pencil, then you can now gradually introduce them to the use of the pen. For the pen, for paper, we always encourage that you begin by allowing the children pre-writing exercises where they're scribbling away on the wall. You have the area on the wall where they can scribble away. You can have papers on the floor, papers on the table, large papers. I know because they're beginning to write at the pre-writing stage, they're writing big forms. Then you could also carry on with the online paper even when they get older, because you want to be sure that as they use the ruled sheets or the handwriting sheets, they are also able to transfer the writing onto online papers, that's plain papers. Once the children get the hang of it, they can also write on online papers. So you think about the writing tools as well. The younger the children are, the more chubby their pencils should be, and wait until you're sure that the children are able to transit from pencil before you introduce the pen. Not all the children will begin at the same time, that is getting to use the pen, so you need to observe closely. Well, every teacher has pet names for the groups of letters that we have in the alphabet. I used to call my letters turtle letters, giraffe letters, monkey letters, depending on their formation. On the screen, what you see is a nomenclature used by a school for the different letter families under the Nelson Handwriting Program. We have the stick family, stick and oval family, round family, tail family, odd family, and the extras. And if you take a close look at it, you see that in each of these families, the pattern of writing is virtually the same, how you begin and how you end. All right. You when it's easier for the children to remember, and it's good to be able to use such pet names when you're introducing the children to the letters and they get used to it, it sticks in their head as they're writing. Well, when the children are moving from the single letter phase or single number phase and moving on to the joining phase, there are four different sets under the Nelson Handwriting Program. The four different sets help the children, okay, understand how letters are joined, and there are some that are not joined. These are just examples. We have set two and set three on the screen. When you get to be coached or trained, the trainer will introduce you to the different four sets, the four sets of letters that we have when you begin to join the letters. We have the different families. We've seen that you also have how you join those letters, no matter the family that they belong to. So when you are getting someone to train you, okay, you need to be sure that they are covering all of these areas. Now, at a glance, we have the uppercase letters, we'll have the smaller case letters, we'll have the numbers, we'll have the frequently used punctuation marks. And as the children are learning the different formation of the letters under the Nelson Handwriting Program, it's encouraging to surround them with posters and provide them with samples, models, so at least they see as they write on a rolled paper in their handwriting sheet, they're able to remember what those letters should look like under the Nelson Handwriting Program. So they should be surrounded with examples around them. It helps them a great deal. In the traditional way, you have handwriting sheets that have red and blue lines. You could also have handwriting sheets that just have the blue lines. And as the children get to graduate, they can also graduate into writing on ruled papers, because once they are able to form those letters easily from memory, they can write on any kind of paper. Well, if you decide to follow the Nelson Handwriting Program, there are series based on the classes of the children. You have pupils books, you have teacher handbooks, you have workbooks, you have revision book, you have resource books, you have the free set and the flashcards, and you can also have the option of online subscription. So you might need to reach out to vendors around your area, and whosoever might be coaching or training you might also be a vendor or might have links to vendors that could supply your scope. So you need to be able to reach out to the ideal coach or trainer. You have to be very sure that the person who is coming to train you knows their onions. That person should be able to cover those areas we highlighted in this short video. So I hope that this has been able to help you a great deal when you decide to go beyond this basic to learn in full. Once again, remember you have to be trained before you can now pass it on to the children. You have to be able to understand the logic of the handwriting system under the Nelson Handwriting Program. And for you to be able to have a successful program, you might need to get the series, the complete series that covers the children's book, the teacher's resource book, the teacher's handbook that shows the teacher or guides the teacher on how to introduce the Nelson Handwriting Program in the classroom. And it's tied to the curriculum. So I hope this has helped you. Thank you very much. If you have any question, that's my email address. Take care. Bye.